how to change your oil 101. Now, to know if your oil is low, you can sometimes get a notification on your screen, or if you have an older car, it'll pop up here on the dash by the speedometer. Okay, or this is the speedometer. It'll pop up here. All right. Now that you know it's low, gotta check your dipstick. So check your dipstick. You're gonna find your engine, and this is your dipstick. It looks something like this. Now mine's stuck. Take it. There's the 3 little dots. But you're gonna wipe it off with a rag or a towel, like so. Put your dipstick back in the engine. Pull it back out. Now, it might not be completely accurate because you got to let your car be off for a while. But no, that looks about. So, it's in the 3 dots. You want it somewhere in there, and that's good. But my oil's old, so I'm changing it anyway. Oops. Now, if you don't know what oil to get, we'll say on your cap what kind you need. You also need a filter. Get it at Napa. You tell them your make and model. You get your filter. And they didn't have the right oil. They didn't have 5W Dexter, so I'm using OW. Talk to your mechanic to know if you can use a different kind. And be all right. So, if you're wondering what oil is, I'll put the exact definition somewhere on the screen. But my definition is it's almost like the blood of your car. If you don't have any, kind of ceases to exist. So you always got to make sure you have oil. An oil filter is the next keyword. I'll put the exact definition somewhere on the screen. But it kind of just makes sure that, you know, it does exactly what it says. You're getting just the oil and filters all the bad stuff out. If you have a car instead of a truck, you're going to need a lift. So you're going to have to lift your car. So under the car, this right here is the bolt that's going to go into the oil pan. The oil pans just need to catch all the oil because you can't just have it go all over the ground. And then this right here is your filter. And we're going to change that too. But first we're going to do the oil. Do not get it all over your face. Might be a little bit messy, but it's draining into that pan, as you can see. So once that's all done, we'll get to the next step. So next, we're taking out the oil filter, and
just slide it more towards you.
It shouldn't have a ton of oil left in it, just in case. I'm gonna move the pan under it. So this, you can just unscrew with your hand. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of oil on it. So that happens, no big deal. Just gotta let it drain. If you get oil on yourself, it's no problem. It's part of the process.
Drop it in the pan and you're done. There you go.
Just drop it in the pan, it's no big deal. So you can see where it screws in.
Filter.
Well, do you want to give me a towel first so I don't get oil all over it?
So Blake, on this filter, you want to take a little bit, mention on your video that you want to make sure that the O-ring isn't stuck to your car because it won't make a seal then. So you want to make sure that the existing one came off with the filter.
I'm pretty sure it did.
Okay. Then take a little bit of oil and rub it around the rim here before you screw it on.
Hold up, guys. What does the O-ring look like?
Well, you would know, dude. It would be stuck. It's not going to happen on this car, dude. You haven't had your filter on forever, but it's just something to be cautious of. Then take a... No. You want to take that and rub a little bit of oil around that gasket on the top.
All right. So, well, set that down. Yeah, work in progress. A little bit of oil. Get it on your finger.
No, the top. The ring. There you go.
Cross
more.
It's my first time, guys.
Okay. No. You're going to want to dry your hand because you're going to have to tighten this up.
It's a process. All right. put it in there, and you just want to hand tighten it, because if you get it too tight, it's going to heat up.
Tighten it as hard as you can.
Because if you tighten it too much with anything else, you're never getting it off. So, can't do it anymore. That's good. You just wait for the rest of the oil to drain. Put the bolt back on there. And then step 2 is coming. Just that whatever. So now you're going to screw the bolt back on. Make sure you tighten it with something other than your hand to get it real tight. Come back when that's done. All right, now that we got that in, everything's back on. You're gonna take your cap off, put it here. You're gonna get a funnel. Sorry, funnel. So funnel's what you use. Make sure you don't spill all over the engine. If you do, not a big deal. Just wipe it up. And if you smell burning oil, because your engine's getting hot, so don't worry about it too much. And if you're wondering what you do with your old oil, I don't know where Dad put it, but what you want to do with your old oil, typically your car's going to take 4 to 5 quarts. Mine takes about 4. So this is a 5 quart, so I'm not going to use all of it, but you can put your old oil back into the container, then go to your nearest auto body shop mechanic and just make sure you recycle the oil, dispose of it somewhere where it's actually going to get put away properly. So, fill the funnel. If your funnel starts getting full, lift it up, let some air flow in. And then take your, see I spill a little, take your cap. I'll go on a certain way, tighten it back on, and there you go. You did an oil change. So look it up for your car. My car doesn't do it, but sometimes you have to reset your oil in the actual car itself. So before you start it, some cars will have you press the brakes down 3 full times and then the gas all the way while the vehicle's off. Look it up for your car. Some are different. To reset the oil. For mine, I turn the car on and I have to go into the dash in a setting and reset oil life. So it's different for everybody. But make sure before you start your car, you get it right so your engine doesn't have any problems. The last thing you might want to do is after you change your oil and you've drove the car for a bit, make sure you check it, make sure that you're not leaking or that anything like that's happening. So that's how you change your oil. So now I got my car running because I already did it, forgot to record it. But for me, I press menu and oil life until you press set and you want to reset, and you're just going to press yes. But I already did it, so that's how I reset mine. Your car may be different. Thank you for watching my how to change an oil video. You're probably going to be dirty after this, so go take a shower.